It's time to try and get this garden closed up for winter. We still have some plants over here, but as you can see, we let the chickens out because they are about to lose their tunnel. With us moving, we need to kind of try to give as much space back to the new owners as possible. So they are gonna be losing their tunnel. So we are trying to give them as much time in the garden as possible to free range. And they, as you can tell, are having a field day. And so we are going to let them kind of go. Just hang out here and watch and make sure they're safe, but we are gonna let them continue on with their journey out here while I work in the strawberry patch there to clear that up and then get the strawberries closed up.
This was all filmed in November before Thanksgiving. During Thanksgiving, just after Thanksgiving, I ended up in the hospital due to some medical issues. And so this was filmed before that, and knowing we were going to be moving no matter what, before the end of the year or at the beginning of the new year, we started packing as much as we could that we knew we didn't need. And Trevor here is helping with packing up all of the glassware and all of the kitchen supplies that we know we don't need right now.
I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's Sunday, November 4, I think is what it is. I just came outside really quick. It is like 7:30 in the morning, and to grab some eggs because I didn't grab them yesterday. And our poor girls are really mad. They don't have their tunnel now. Yesterday we got a lot of work done. We got the entire garden mulched up, ready to go. The girls had free reign of it for a while. We're gonna give them a lot of free reign of the garden area coming up, just because we did have to take their tunnel away, which is a good additional 100 square feet that they had or more. But we did also get the strawberry patch mulched down with straw, ready to go for the winter as well. We have a super thick layer of frost on the ground and everywhere. We got all of the front garden beds mulched, ready to go, and we got most of the mess from the storm cleaned up. So today is going to be another day of continuing that, but I feel so bad. As you can see, my dogs love the cold. Chewbacca absolutely is obsessed with winter. He loves the snow, everything about it. He wants to spend all of his time outside. But I feel horrible for the poor girls because they lost their tunnel and they're standing there at the door wondering what just happened. So that is something later today when we get home this afternoon from everything we have to do. We will be probably letting them out to enjoy the garden again, but they're staying kind of warm in their little coop for now. So it's only like 30 some degrees out, barely. So I'm gonna go inside with our eggs, and there you go.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out.
You may see some feathers missing on some of them.
If all the
So that is why we are also letting them out into the garden, is to get some added protein from work. Brenda is being lonely, but we are letting them out to also get worms for extra protein that will help the feathers grow. So, yeah, it's fun.
losing almost all my energy.
Justin is actually in the back there. He is working on some electrical that we had back there, and I am trying to clean up any mess, and we're moving whatever we could into the sheds, which then got moved into our garage as a staging area to get it out to our storage unit, or when we get it, our new home.
Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight.
Good morning, everybody. So I've already gotten most of my day started. But one thing we are working on is the kids want Tex-Mex pot pie this upcoming week, and you've heard me talk about it before. So first though, we need to brine the chickens. Now, usually we would use like rotisserie chickens from the store or anything, but we found this really good smoked chicken recipe for whole smoked chicken. So we're gonna be making this brine. So right behind me, I've actually already mixed it, so I apologize. But right behind me, I have 5 quarts of water with 2 cups of salt, 2 cups of brown sugar, 6 dried chilies. I used guajillo, ancho, and California chilies because they just seem to work the best. That's the kind of the combination. I have 2 onions in there, an entire bulb of garlic, and then whole pepper, which totaled about 4 tablespoons. Ooh, I actually just thought about it. I need to add more because I didn't do the 4 tablespoons. I am doing a double batch. So I'm only using 5 quarts of water right now, just because I'm going to use the other 5 quarts that I would need for this brine to cool it down. And then we're going to brine the turkey or the chickens, 2 of them tonight. Tomorrow I will put a rub on them and everything, but yeah, that's kind of the start. And then today is going to be a day of all packing and cleaning because we are close to moving. So stick with us. So the brine has now boiled for about 5-10 minutes. It was just long enough to get the sugar and the salt that we put in there to kind of dissolve. Now we're going to add about 5 more quarts of water to the brine to help cool it off. So I'm going to use cold water. We don't have a lot of ice, so I would use ice though too, but we don't have a lot. So benefit to living in Michigan right now this time of year. It is only about 36, 38 degrees outside. So as soon as I get these 5 quarts in here, I'm actually going to take it out onto our front porch. I'm going to put the cover on this, and that'll help us cool it down even faster. Then later on today, I have to go to Sam's Club, so I'll pick up the 2 chickens while we're there. We have several big projects to do today. Justin is out getting the stuff he needs for one of them. And then for me, my biggest one is actually cleaning this kitchen, getting it completely cleaned. As you can see over here, it's kind of a mess. So it's going to be cleaning this kitchen, getting it packed up as much as we can. And then another part of this big project is with it being so close to winter in the fall, we are getting a lot of rain, a lot of moisture, so there's a lot of mud in our chicken coop, which is getting dragged into our chicken run, which is getting dragged into our chicken coop. So these eggs, we have to wash them. We don't usually wash our eggs. We leave them unwashed because they do last longer, but because of how dirty they are, we also don't want that dirt to get out to people, so we are washing them. So I'm gonna have to do that later today, but right now my sink is full, soaking with some dishes. So once those are done and I get those washed, I will then get to be able to do that. So first up is gonna get this counter cleaned up and start packing up some of this stuff we don't need right now. So I went to Sam's Club, I got 2 chickens, and I already washed them. I forgot to grab my phone out, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. I actually just took like a several hour nap. But I rinsed the chickens off, not washed them like with soap or anything, but rinsed the chickens off. Now they're in here, and Justin will take them outside in a little bit.
We are finally getting to washing our eggs. Now, the first thing I'm doing is actually checking them to make sure they're still good as they were out in the freezing cold. The best way to do that is putting it underwater, and if they float, they are bad, so get rid of them. If they don't float, they are still good. I am just using a brand new sponge to help get some of the harder pieces of dirt off. I don't usually do that, but I wanted to make sure that these were nice and clean. Usually we do not wash our eggs as they do last longer when they are unwashed in the refrigerator than when they are washed, because you take the bloom off, and we don't like to do that if we don't have to. But with the amount of mud and moisture that has been in our coop area during this time, we definitely needed to clean them to make them look a little nicer.
Good afternoon. I look like a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of in and out of bed all day because I've had this splitting migraine. But I am coming out really quick to check on our girls. We are allowing them some free range time, and we're doing it by not staying out here. So we are just kind of keeping an eye on them through the windows and tracking them and everything, and they've been doing really well. Anytime they hear like a bird noise or anything like that, they run immediately to their run, which is right over here, and they go and hide inside, which is fantastic. That's exactly what we want to see. So they are kind of helping us mulch up and compost everything. They got a treat today. They got a pumpkin right over there. And so yeah, but I'm going in and out because we are cooking for dinner tonight. We're doing tortillas and beans and homemade refried beans, and I love it. So we are doing all of that. Hi! Did you just get the zoomies? But so I'm going in and out to do that. And usually we cook up some homemade tortillas, but this time we decided to do these ones that we found at Sam's Club that are almost as good. So we have been buying those a lot lately just because we haven't had a lot of time to make tortillas, but that is something we do plan on getting started when we move. We did clean up our yard a lot today, but also we are getting the run and coop area kind of taken down. Slowly we're taking down their automatic waterer, which we plan on transporting to the new home when we move. We are taking down some of the other things that we just don't need to leave here, that they don't currently need. So that has been kind of on our list of what we've been doing. Again, I've been kind of in and out of bed because I've had a splitting migraine, but tomorrow we'll be back to work on some house projects and everything. It is Sunday today, and I actually took tomorrow off because I have a lot of PTO at my jobs right now, and I need to use it up by the end of the year, so that's kind of what I've been doing. But that is pretty much it for now.